Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Corey Barker, also known as Permachub. I'm doing this video both for YouTube and for school purposes. There will be no profanity in this video, mostly due to the fact that I really want this video to come out good. And to do that, I'm going to get rid of some of this glare. Hello, everybody. Whoever's watching this. My name is Corey Barker, and of course, like most of you, I'm wondering what I want to do after school, or rather, I'm planning what I want to do after school. So as of now, I have taken a course of action that many would not necessarily think would be a good idea for me personally, but hey, it's our own life, so we're gonna decide how we live it. So my future plans after high school, I want to get a job so that I can work and get money saved up. Obviously, there's going to be taxes and bills that I'm going to need to pay, but mostly I'm going to work. After I get my driver's license this year, I'm taking my driver's test, hopefully by the end of this summer, maybe even a little bit later. But I want to get a job after I get my license so I can drive back and forth to work. I'm not moving out right away because I want to make sure that I'm in a good financial position, and it would make it a whole lot easier if I had some place to stay. So I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna live at home for a few years. I'm gonna get money. 2 to 3 years is what I'm gonna spend saving up money to pay for college, and I'm sticking with the idea that I want to go for a major in culinary, but I also want to do music production, and hopefully eventually I can combine the two together into some kind of multimedia project, because I've been dabbling in music and that's an interest of mine, and I love cooking. Ever since I joined the TCTC culinary program this year, I've loved every minute of it, and I regret not doing it earlier, but c'est la vie. So how I started was I was a freshman, or let's go back a little bit. I was in 8th grade, and I just passed, and I was notified that I was going to high school, that I did in fact pass, that I did in fact grind and push myself ahead into the 9th grade, and I was ecstatic because that year was one of my worst and toughest years, but I got through it, and now I'm graduating finally, and I'm getting my act together, and I'm getting everything done that's supposed to be done. Maybe not as good as I would like it, but it's getting done. So I started out as a freshman. I was super nervous and super immature, both academically and personally. I didn't like to do homework like many people do, and I had a really bad habit of blowing projects off. That was my big thing, was even if I did homework, projects were just a big no for me. Like, I did not want to do projects. And that led me to a position where I repeated a lot of classes in my sophomore year. I got some classes done, I got a bunch of core classes done, but at the same time I got some extra classes and things not finished. Junior year, I had some classes, I kind of just breezed through them. Not as good as I'd hoped, but such is life. And then senior year came around last year, and I was in a position where I'd blown through so many classes and flunked a few, and I didn't get passing grade, and I didn't receive credit. So last year was my grinding year. Like, I sat down with people like Miss Giroux, very special, very talented people, very wonderfully helpful people. And I sat and I just cranked through assignment after assignment after assignment. And last year was my biggest leap in terms of academic maturity and personal maturity. And what I mean by that is last year was my biggest year in terms of accomplishments. Like, I got a lot of stuff done, I got a lot of work done. And once more, I regret that I didn't put forth the effort in the first place. Because as soon as I started putting my head down and going for it, that's when I really realized that I could really do it on my own, and that even without help, I could still get along just fine. But with people like Miss Giroux and different people like that, all the students and staff at PCHS, I could really go for it, and I could really achieve what I wanted to. So academically and personally, it was a rocky but very steady uphill climb, and that's that's high school for a lot of people. It's tragic that it took me this long to realize that everybody around me was my most helpful asset, my best friend, my most helpful advisor, whatever you want to call it. Everybody at PCHS is are wonderful people. What else? I can't really think of anything else I want to add to this. Give me a moment to look through my notes, and I'll see if there's anything. What it says in my notes is I need to have a summary of my community service, and basically I crammed in a bunch of community service hours this year and last year, and hopefully that's going to be good. But I can't really think of anything else. I've glossed through my notes a few times, and I think I've covered just about everything. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If my YouTube audience is seeing this, be sure to leave a like and a thumbs up and a comment on how you hope your high school experience turned out to be, if you're a senior. If not, that's cool too. Obviously, if this is Mr. Keen viewing this, I hope you enjoyed my little recitement, I guess, of my plan for after high school. So thank you everybody, Mr. Keen, my YouTube audience, whoever, for watching, and yeah, that's it. Peace.